Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Boys Mavis, and in this YouTube channel we talk about how to make money online, how to trade cryptocurrency and all that. So if these are things you like or you enjoy, kindly subscribe and like this video. So in this particular video I'm going to show you how to buy the dip, things you're supposed to look for in the chart if you are going about buying the dip. I'm going to make this video short and I hope you like it. So first thing you have to do is go to TradingView on your computer, tradingview.com, or if you have on your mobile phone you can download the app from Play Store or Apple Store depending. So the first thing you have to do is, there are two ways you can go about buying the dip. That is what you look for before buying the dip. So in this particular video I'm going to use Bitcoin as a case study, so you can use it and now apply to other of your cryptocurrencies. So firstly, I'm going to change the time frame of this particular distance to the weekly time frame. So this is the weekly time frame. So why it is very important to go with the weekly time frame is because it gives you a general overview of the whole thing that is happening in the market. It gives you a broad overview of what is happening in the market. So that is why I'm going to go with the weekly time frame. So the first way you can do this is to use support and resistance. The first thing you should look for, the first method, is using support and resistance. So if we look at this particular chart, this line that I drew in the middle here, this line here, this line here actually serves as a support. So a support is just a place in the market that price has refused to break from for a long time. If you want to know more about support and resistance, you can go and watch this video. The link is in the description. The link will be in the description. You can go and watch a video where I've talked about a beginner introduction to technical analysis, crypto trading technical analysis. So you can go and watch the video. So if you've noticed, if you observe what is happening here, you've seen that BTC has tried to look at the first time it tried to break this place. It came here again, tested here and went up. It came back here again, which is where it is now. So, and since, if you notice, since it came back here, it has slowed down, it has reduced in the way it moved. So support and resistance on a weekly time frame is something that is very important. It's something that you can check before you to know what to expect to buy the dip. This is what you're going to look for. So you can also use the daily time frame. The daily time frame too is good, but I prefer the weekly time frame, more especially if the news is a very strong news. So if you look at this particular resistance at the 31k, so what I do is, when price comes here, you get I now look at buying BTC at this particular point. You understand? Then if it breaks this point, I would dollar cost average down. So that is what I'm going to do basically. So this is the first method. You can use to buy the dip. Another method you can use to buy the dip, a lot of people use to buy the dip, is using what? Moving average, exponential moving average. To get your moving average, you go to the indicators here and you type moving average, but I already have mine on my distance, so I'm not going to do that. So you can just do that when you're ready. So when I on my moving average, if you look at this moving average, I have the 50, 100 and 150 day moving average. So a moving average is just basically like a summary of what has happened within the past days. The 50-day moving average, what happened within 50 days, 100 days within 100 days, and 150 days within 150 days. So basically I use the 50, 100 and 150. And this one is very important when you even want to dollar cost average, because even if your dollar cost average, you're not just buying at, you won't just go and buy at random places. So if BTC is falling, for an example, when it falls to the 50-day moving average, another thing about this moving average is that it can serve as support and resistance. So you can see that the idea of this particular one self is support and resistance. Also is the idea of this particular one. You get this particular method, that's the idea also. So if you use the moving average, when the price comes down, if you look at this place, the price came to the 50 moving average and rallied up. So now it has come down again, and it actually broke the 50-day moving average and tested the 100-day moving average, you get, and also rallied up a little bit before coming down to test the 150-day moving average. So we should know that this is the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, and in the weekly time frame, just a candle, just a move would give many percentage, like would give high percentage. Just a candle forming will give high percentage. If you want to learn about candlesticks or something, you can also still watch that video. The link will be in the description. So the candlestick would give high percentage. Just one candle would give up to like 10, 20, 30%, just one candle. So we have to take note of that. So this is basically what you're going to look for. But it is also advised that you don't just buy when the price comes to this place. Don't just blindly buy when the price comes to this place, because this is crypto and anything can happen. Your money can just go if you buy. Like if you buy, you can lose your money. So the best way for you to do this is when you're buying, when it comes to a particular point, you get, when it comes to a particular point from the technical analysis point of view, when it comes to a particular point on the chart, maybe to a particular support or to moving average, you wait to see that there is a reaction to that particular place. For an example, let me off my moving average. If you look at this point on the chart, this particular point, you're going to see that there are wicks. Let me zoom in to look at it. This point, there are wicks. This point now, there are wicks that are showing. If you want to know what wicks are or all this thing, you can still watch the technical analysis video. The link is in the description, as I said. So if you look at, there's failure to break down here, and there are wicks that are here. Wicks are sticking out. It shows that there is reaction to this particular point. There's reaction to this particular place now on the chart. There's reaction here. So what I will do is scale down to lower time frames. As I've seen what's happening here, I'll scale down to lower time frames and look for an entry. I'll scale down to lower time frames and look for an entry. I'll make sure that the momentum of the market has shifted from bearish to bullish before I buy. Then the worst mistake you can make is when you buy, you don't take profit. This is crypto. Always take profit. When you don't take profit, you have not gained. You have not gained when you don't take profit. So once you put in this method, you always take profit once the price goes up. Once you get substantial profit, you take profit. It's very important, you take profit. So these are the two methods on what you expected to look at the charts from the technical analysis point of view. This is just a simple strategy. So what I'm going to do is now we are going to take a recap of what we said. Number one, what we said is you check the news, see how significant the news is. If the news is very strong, for an example, you come to the weekly time frame and draw your support and wait for what price to come to that support. Once price comes to that support, you check what happens at there. Don't just buy blindly when price comes to that support, or you can still buy blindly if your mind carries it, but I wouldn't advise you to buy blindly at any support. So you wait for price to come to that support. Once price comes to that support, next thing you're going to do is observe what is happening, check the behavior. What is price doing? If you check, oh, in this particular point it is failing to break the support or something like that. It's failing to break the support. As an example I gave, in this point it's failing to break the support. For weeks it failed to break the support, and also there are candlestick patterns that shows that, oh, it is reacting to this particular support. So what I would now do is go to a lower time frame, maybe daily for an example. Go to a lower time frame, maybe daily for an example. Yes, if I go to a lower time frame, as I've done here, maybe daily for an example. This is daily time frame of Bitcoin USDT. So I'll go to a daily time frame for an example. Yes, and wait for a change of momentum. Wait for a change of momentum. Wait for a change from bearish to bullish. I want to see the market making new highs, higher highs, before I confirm that, okay, this is what is happening, or those type of things. So that is that about this. So another tip that daily. So another very important tip is that you should have it at the back of your mind is this: the market is highly manipulated. The market is highly manipulated. So you might be caught in what is called a fake out. That you might see the market changing from bearish to bullish, but it's just a fake out. It's just to trick people, because the market is manipulated, as I said. Therefore, you have to confirm that the market is actually changing, at least increase the probability. And how to do this is wait for a retest. Most times the market don't just go up like that. The market don't just go. When you go to the lower time frame, try to wait for a retest of that particular support, that particular area of interest. Try to wait for a retest. Once you wait for a retest and you see that it has retested successfully, like it has come to that point and has refused to break, then you can go for a buy, basically. So these are what you should check. So if you enjoyed this video, or you learned a thing or two in this video, kindly give me a subscribe, comment down on what next you want me to teach, or what you want me to show, or what you want to learn about cryptocurrency. And I still remain Boyzin, also known as Crypto RX. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Bye.